Welcome to another episode of PPP. No, we're not talking about the PPP loans, okay?
Okay.
We're talking about we're talking about peace. We're talking about power and prosperity. All right. So today I am so honored to have my brethren, Ish.
Thank you.
Ooh, listen. I know he's sitting right here, humble, you know, like he just inconspicuous, but he is a big deal. All right. So tell the people everything about you, Mister.
That's vague. What do you want to know about
Listen,
me? What do you want to know?
but I want you to talk about your career, all right, your craft for one, and give the people a little something, Mister Mysterious.
Well, I'm a musician. I'm a guitarist, vocalist by, by profession. I play other instruments, but guitar and voice is my main thing. I've been doing that for over a decade. Maybe a decade and a half. I've been really honing in on guitar and voice, singer-songwriter, performer. Yeah.
You're not gonna say nothing. You're just gonna keep it a little bit mysterious. No, listen. I've known Ish for about a year and a half, 2 years now.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, and he's been the homie. I've had a couple of shows, and he has been there from day one, showing up and showing out. So I just really respect you as a person.
Thank you.
As a man, and you know the way you carry out your personal lifestyle.
Thank
I'm not gonna go into it because you know you're being mysterious, and I'm gonna leave some.
I ain't trying to be mysterious.
Well, if I could go into it, you know, fatherhood. You know,
yes. I am a proud father of 3 beautiful boys. So I'm a musician on one side, and then I'm a parent on the other side. Yeah.
And he does a great job. So he's really like, I'm not ambushing him on the show, but he really doesn't really know what we're going to talk about. I know. So I'm just going to give you a little prenups, you know, of what's going on. This show, the premise of this show came about with the frustration of dating within New York, and I had to sit back and be like, okay, what the hell is going on? Like, is the problem me? It's what's going on? So, and what is I'm aiming to achieve after I, you know, sit down and I reflect.
Okay.
And that's why peace, power, and prosperity come about. And what the best thing to do, the individual that I am, is to like put things in action. So this is like a little science experiment.
Nice.
We have the hypothesis and the control of the questions.
Okay.
And the guess, you know, variants. Okay. So same questions, and at the end I'm gonna have a conclusion and whatnot. So you know, you're gonna be my. I'm
gonna be a lab rat. Yeah, lab lion.
No. This is a sacred space. Okay, we enter in sacred territory. I want you to be comfortable as possible.
Look at me. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, we're chilling. It's like how we talk all the time, you know. We always go into some good conversations. So this is as we just putting out in the public for everybody to see. And that's one of the reasons why I asked you to be here, because, you know, picking that brain.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. Welcome. All right. So let's dive into this. All right, you ready? I'm gonna give this little
I'm nervous. What do we have?
Flimsy questions.
So I gotta choose one, or are you choosing?
You know what? I never did it before. So you know what? We're gonna put it right here.
All right.
But I'm gonna ask the questions, so you can pick the questions if you want. You know, but I usually do it.
All right, so I'm gonna pick it, and you're gonna ask. I'm not gonna see the question. You're gonna ask it.
Yeah, this element of surprise, Mr. Mysterious. Yeah. All right.
If I don't want to answer the question, then I just say, what do I say?
So what would I say? If you don't want to answer it on a personal level, maybe you can give an opinion. You know, don't leave the audience hanging.
All right. I'm gonna do my best.
All right. So, how do you reclaim your personal power after facing major setbacks? No, we come in hot and heavy. How do you reclaim your personal power after facing major setbacks?
When I face a major setback, I would say that I just take some time for myself. If I feel like I say if I had plans to do something or had an idea and it just kind of didn't work out for me, right? Or my day, let's say my day is just like going really off the rails. Maybe the next day or maybe later on in that day, I try to do something that is self-love, some type of self-maintenance, whether it be, okay, go to the gym at some point. What do you call it? Play some music. Okay. You know what I mean? Play some music that I like to listen to. Not necessarily like play the instrument, but listen to some music. Take some time to meditate and to be still, because sometimes we move so much, right? And the problem, maybe the reason why it didn't work out is because we were trying to fit too much stuff in. Yeah. And now it's like the universe or God is trying to say, hey, just relax, you know? Yeah. So that's how I do.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Respect. So thank you for open. Yeah, you see?
All right, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. All right. Keep it, I'm not going to say keep it coming.
Look, I'm picking your questions. It's okay.
Let me choose another. Did you put that one onto the side? Okay.
Yeah.
Are we going through the whole list? Or are we going
going for the whole entire list.
So it's just my order in which I want to.
Yeah, I mean, it's your universe right now.
All right. Let's see this one.
All right. Okay, so have you ever been in a committed relationship? Did you enjoy it? What did you learn? Areas of improvement. So it's about 3 layers. So have you ever been in a committed relationship?
First part, yes, I've been in a committed long-term relationship. It yielded me 3 beautiful boys. That relationship. Did I enjoy it? There were moments. There were good times. You know, there were not so good times.
Right.
Hence why we're not where we're. You know, we're not there. But
evidently. Yeah.
But yeah. It was, and it was a lot.
What did you learn, and like areas of improvement?
Okay, I learned a lot. You know, I mean, that relationship for me was my mid-20s into my mid-30s, right? Okay, it was 9+ years, on and off, but 9+ years. So in my 20s, you know, they say your brain doesn't fully develop until you're about like 25, 26, right?
Yeah, that's what them say.
Yeah, apparently, you know, I think that. I mean, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my triggers. There were parts of me that were dormant until that relationship. There are parts of me that I didn't like. So after that, like during the relationship and after the relationship, I took the time to work on those things. You know, still working on them. Right, you know, for instance, like setting boundaries or understanding my boundaries, or just different. I think I've grown so much post the relationship. I'm still growing. There's a lot of things that I think that I can be more transparent about. I think during my relationship, I believe I was, or before my relationship and during, there was a lot of, I feel like I was mysterious, like how you kind of described earlier. But now, I'm more transparent. I'm more vulnerable. I think I've gained vulnerability, through and post that relationship.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I had a few questions pop in my head whilst you were talking.
We got questions right here.
But no, I'm a ease off on you, and right. Pick a question.
All right. And this little one right here.
All right. So, what is your relationship style and why? And you want me to elaborate on what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So when I say style, I'm talking about monogamous, poly, freebie, you know.
I mean that's a good question. I've done monogamy, right? Most of my relationships until maybe 2022, 2022 and a half, 2023. I was monogamous. I think as I navigate this dating realm,
Right.
I'm leaning more towards poly, and so I think that my lifestyle right now would be, if there's a term that they call solo poly, and I think that's what I identify with.
Could you educate me on the term solo poly?
All right, so solo poly is there's no, you know, like in a relationship you have an anchor, you have a partner, right? You have your person. I don't have a person. Like I have relationships that I grow with people, intimate, you know, there's emotions involved, there's intimacy, there's sexual stuff, you know, all of that, you know, but the thing that is the most consistent is the communication is there, right? And we learn each other. No one knows the other person. They
Mysterious, yeah.
I don't think that you want to know, like, unless that's how that's your relationship style, and everyone is like, it's like a home. You have like a bunch of different, you know, energies in one space with you being the one person. I don't know. I have separate, I compartmentalize my relationships, and so that's my style.
So I just want to dive a little bit deeper in that realm of conversation, if you don't mind. So each of the partners know of that that's how you operate within a relationship. So they know that you have multiple partners.
They know that I have they don't know how what the, you know, they know that I have other partners.
But you don't put a cap on it for yourself. Like, you'll be like, I can handle at a certain time. I can.
Yeah, I don't put a cap on it. I just have to know for myself. It could be that one, right? It could be two. It could be a summer where there's
summer. More. You said summer.
It could be a summer of more.
Oh, a summer.
Okay. Yeah, summer of more. It could be a winter of. It could be a fall, or, you know, like that. It's just based on where I'm at with my capacity, and if that person can handle
emotional maturity.
Yeah, that too. You know, because if you don't see me, if I have a partner that I only see once or twice a month, right? Because I am a father. My weeks are my schedule is every other week. With the mother of my children, we co-parent. So I have my children 1 week, she has them 1 week. On the week that I have my children, it's strictly for my children.
Right.
And also, if I have like music, work-related stuff, then I have childcare for that. But my weeks off, I have to then figure out how I'm going to move within that week, whether it be going on a date with somebody that I'm interested in,
right,
or that I've forged a relationship with, and or doing things for self-maintenance like gym and music, creativity. So fitting all of that together, coupled with dating, it just really depends on
prioritizing.
Yeah,
stuff
so it's just so for me, scheduling helps with everything. So I would say that I'm committed to my schedule.
Right.
Whatever we put on schedule. So if I say, hey, Yvonne, let's go on a date from at this cafe at 9 till on this particular date, that is what I'm committing to, and then I'm all yours for that time.
Not really, because okay, yes, but no spontaneity. Then you can't be spontaneous.
I can't do in this client in this part of my life.
Yeah,
there's no room for spontaneity. It's everything that I do has to be scheduled, because with respects to my life and with respects to yours, I can't just spring something on you.
Yeah.
So I'm really about making sure that with whatever relationship that I am working on or working through, that I make the time, I create the time for that specific thing, and it goes for every aspect of my life. I really try to be intentional about my time.
Much respect, adulting. Okay, listen. All right, good. Thank you for being vulnerable and answering your questions. All right, next one. Okay. But in all of what you say, your solo poly.
Solo poly.
I still think you have a favorite. You still have a favorite? Yeah, you still have a favorite.
No comment.
Okay, next question.
Let's see.
Listen. All right. So, what role does forgiveness play in achieving personal and collective peace?
What role does
forgiveness play in achieving personal and collective peace?
I feel like what I tell my children, right? When a person apologizes, that's great, but it has to be. But unless it's followed up with action, then it really doesn't mean much of anything. And that's what I have had to learn, even for myself, right? If I apologize and what I do doesn't follow up with what I said, then it's not a real apology. But if we're only relying on that, then we're always going to be in a deficit, because you can't control a person and what they're able to provide in that what capacity they have to follow up with action, right? So it's up to you to make a personal decision for your own personal peace to forgive that person. Not for them, but for not for them, but for your personal peace.
All right. Yeah, great answer. Yeah. Okay. Good parenting. All right, next one, Ish.
Okay.
Hot potato. All right. What are the challenges you face when trying to achieve PPP, peace, power, and prosperity within a relationship? What are the challenges you face when trying to achieve peace, power, and prosperity within a relationship? And now you have multiple relationships, so how you doing?
Yeah, that? I don't even try. It's within. I'm not necessarily. The philosophy that I have is I don't have control over anything but me, and that's to a degree, right? So, I just maintain my, I don't match energies.
You don't?
I don't.
Okay.
It's what it's. I want to be the thermostat, not the thermometer. I think I posted something about that. So it's not even about you. It's about me. Yeah.
As simple as that.
As simple as that.
Okay, so it's all right, because somebody would say easier said than done, but
it is easier said than done. But that's what I strive for. I'm not like right now. Maybe I don't know if I mean right now I think that within the relationships that I've been a part of, whether they've ended or not, I think that post my monogamous relationship, I've been able to maintain a level of peace. What was the other one?
Power and prosperity.
Power and prosperity.
Yeah.
I've been able to achieve that just through understanding that I don't have control over anything but the things that I decide. That I decide.
Okay.
Right.
So you're in good standing in that area.
I think so for now. I mean,
I'm gonna have to call up.
ask me next week. It might be a different answer, but
Yeah.
right as of right now, I think that it's going well for me.
I must say, yeah, that's the most you can do in life. You know, set certain principles and values for yourself, and just try your best to show up when the time presents itself. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next question.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
All right, Mr. Ish, how do you create space for introspection?
Expand on that. How do I create space for introspection?
Okay, so you're a busy man and you already lay out your schedule in terms of bi-weekly, right? A week. So let's say a week that you have plenty of dates or plenty of, adult activities, right? And let's say you had like a tough week. How would you carve out time for yourself so you can take time to get back to your center? How would that look like for you? Do you cancel plans? Do you go to take a walk? Do you said things earlier what you do, but let's say like worst case scenario, what would you do for yourself?
Well, I don't like to generally cancel plans, but if I absolutely have to, then I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just find something that brings me joy and do that. Like I said, if I get to work out, if I get to like go to the gym and pump, and train and if I create something and I get to record it, like different things that are self-fulfilling, then I feel like I can deal with the week that I've had or I'm having. Yeah.
So truly it's a matter of just knowing who you are, knowing thyself, and working with the energies that come your way.
Yeah, and just staying. Sometimes just staying still, right? Staying still helps.
Okay.
Really, and it's staying still so you can take the time to review and say, okay, was this a good move? Maybe the next week that I have off, okay, I'm gonna do less. I'm gonna put less on the schedule. And that's what I do. Like this week, I would say that the top of my week was a bit convoluted.
Okay.
I'm starting to. I feel like as the week has progressed, I'm getting a better grip on my time. And then the next time I have that time, I'll modify when I need to modify.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. We almost there.
You're almost there.
Yeah. Not bad, right?
I plead the fifth. No, it's good.
All right, Ish. So what does true prosperity mean to you beyond financial wealth?
True prosperity
beyond financial wealth.
That's a deep question. True prosperity beyond financial wealth. It
seems Mr. Ish, reggae artist, love his financial wealth. It's like, what?
I mean,
that's gonna solve all my problems.
No, I mean,
financial wealth. What are you talking about?
No, financial wealth doesn't solve. It does. You know, it does help. You know, but having a grip, like having the balance, being able to balance, you know, work stuff and family stuff with my children, and being able to balance bachelor life, and doing that and spiritual life, like just being able to kind of balance it or move in the direction that is most beneficial to my peace and enjoying that moment. I think that to me is like freedom, and I'm seeking that.
Okay.
I'm seeking being able to have that.
No, well answered.
Freedom,
Well answered.
yeah.
Well played. Well played. That's a good answer. Because in life, you know, that's what's most important is the balance. Yeah, people talk about time management, but when you time manage, you're trying to balance everything out. What's important to you? So
Yeah, I mean, because we're not one dimensional, right? We have we're multifaceted. We have different things that we want to get through and get done. And so just carving out the space for it.
Especially as an artist, a creative, you know.
Yeah.
And
because all the things, I think they all come back to each other, right? It affects, one thing affects everything, right? The way that I'm with my children, the way that I deal with my schedule and myself, all of this stuff. You know, if not dealt with right, it's going to affect the other things. So,
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So next question, Ish. Come on. It's not so much. You still have all your fingers, right?
Yeah.
All right. Intimacy. That's your favorite word, right?
All right. Let's talk about it.
What is it? What is your current understanding of intimacy, and do you enjoy intimate settings, and why?
My understanding of intimacy is that it's when we traditionally when we think of intimacy, we automatically think of the connection between two people, right? Or generally physical touch, but there's just so many different forms of intimacy. I don't want to get into all the forms, but I've learned that there's multiple forms of intimacy that doesn't necessarily involve sex or touch. Right?
So but you enjoy it, right? You enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy creative intimacy. I enjoy
That's a good one.
Emotional I enjoy all the intimacies.
Yes.
And even like self and like just being you know, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy to be with self sometimes, but you know, when once you get over that hump, sometimes you can you can see that it was important.
It is important. Yeah.
So,
all right, good job, Ish.
So we doing these last 5.
Yeah, come on.
Let's get through it. Let's get through it.
All right. Ish, do you give yourself time to reset after a relationship? Ooh.
Do I give myself time to reset
after a relationship?
In this climate of my life, I mean, it's hard to say. Probably. I mean, let's just go off history, right? When my relationship ended, I was celibate. I I mean, 4 months. Yeah. I got back on the bandwagon probably 4 to 6 months
Okay.
after things ended, right? With this new solo poly thing, I don't know. I don't really see the. I don't really see the space in the. Like it's. Yeah, I don't know. Now it's a little cloudy. But before, when I was in a monogamous relationship, I had, there was times where I was just completely
Okay.
with myself. Yeah.
It's just like off the reels a
off
little
script.
bit. Yeah, off script. So, like, do you think there's like a level of PTSD when it comes to a monogamous relationship for you? That's why you chose to go that route.
There's a level. I would say there is a level of PTSD. There are certain things that there are certain things that I know that I didn't practice in monogamy that I'm now practicing, as far as like setting the tone. Like, I know that in my previous relationship, I didn't set the tone. Right? I didn't. There are things that I dropped the ball on, and now in this setting, I'm able to set the tone, the pace, and I'm enjoying this space. I don't know if I'm always going to be
Right.
poly, right?
Yeah.
Quote unquote. I don't like these. This is, it's even funny for me to say it, but just because it's just not a. I'm just now getting comfortable with that kind of term.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think there's a bit of that, and so this just feels like a better fit. And then also just when I was, I mean, not when I was in my relationship, but there've been parts of me that have, like, throughout my relationship histories, I felt like, okay, this was something that I wanted to explore, and so I took the time. And now that I'm this big age,
yeah.
have, kids, and like I have a foundation of things.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is something I want to explore.
Right.
Right. And so I'm exploring
Okay.
that.
As you should.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy that you open and you're honest about it on here.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best of luck.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
No, I'm laughing because I'm silly like that. But no, seriously.
yeah.
I think that's one of the problems, especially you have a Caribbean background, right? And I was saying that on my previous episodes that we never was taught how to date, and my first relationship was a committed relationship like yours, like it was 7 years, and then my next relationship was another committed relationship, and I think like now I'm like, okay, taking a step back and learning how to date. So I think it's rightfully so that you do it, even if you whatever term that you put on it, but you're taking time to explore different options, you know.
Yeah, because when you do that, you learn more about yourself through. Because I mean, another philosophy that I resonate with is that when you're having an experience with somebody, you're really having an external experience with yourself, right? So, but you're seeing when I'm interacting with different people, different energies, I'm learning more about myself, whether it be my I already know my triggers, and I learned that with my ex, but like I'm just learning other aspects of myself through learning someone else, learning new people.
Yeah, I share a similar philosophy. I see that we are all reflections of each other, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it just depends on the reflection that's reflecting back to you. You're gonna know like, hey, I need to do this or I need to do that in terms of how you continue the relationship with the person. I'm talking about whether it's romantic or not. Yeah. All right. Good.
All right, we're getting there.
Yeah.
All right.
So, how do you cultivate inner peace amidst chaos?
How do I cultivate inner peace
amidst chaos? Chaotic situations.
How do I?
And you can do, okay. You can do before and you can do after in terms of like growth level.
Before, I mean, I don't know. I was externally, I was peaceful, right? Like I've always had this kind of, this energy, but or this look, or this like comfortable. But inside, I was there was just so much going on. I think now just being more vulnerable allows for space for the peace, right? The more that you express, the more words you use, like there's less in your head, so you can create that peace.
And then it's like a sense of worthiness too, because when you express your vulnerability to somebody, then they're seeing that you're worthy of whatever that you need. You know, it gives that. It's that. So yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Good growth.
Yeah. Let's see, let's try to make another.
Prioritize what you need within a relationship. What's your prioritizing things that you need within a romantic, intimate relationship?
I mean, I'm pro autonomy, so I just need to be able to, when I need to move, like I just need the space to do that, and I provide the same for you. Like I don't it's just. So
you want to do what you want.
Yeah, I just want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it respectfully, right? But yeah.
Okay. Respectfully, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. We kind of answered that question already, but we want. What is your idea of dating?
What's my idea of dating?
Yeah.
Date. Learn. Date is date as many people as you feel like dating. Just be authentic in your experience, so that you can have just a full experience if you're authentic. Just date. I would say it's not. I know you were saying something about New York dating.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe there's a different. It kind of depends on, I guess, who you are, what energy you carry, philosophies, your values you have. It could be difficult, right? Depending if you're like a diehard, like what do you call it? Like if you are. What is it?
Monogamous.
Yeah, I forgot that word now. Okay. so if you're a monogamous person, if you have a lot of different, if you have standards, obviously it's gonna be harder. The more standards you have, or the more things that you need to have take place in order for you to explore, be open, the harder it's gonna be. A person like me, it's a bit more. I'm more free, so dating is a bit more fluid for me, right? So I understand that it can be hard for some people because they're trying to. It's 2025. You're trying to have a 1960s love in 2025. It's not gonna happen.
No, but you see, it's heartbreaking that we have that type of conversation. Like, love is love, but
love is love. But if you're looking for if you're looking for things that to be a specific type of way in 2025,
real talk.
And it used to be like that because you're looking at your parents and your parents' parents. This is 2025. We're not in the same space. So you have to. You don't have to, but it's in your best interest to adapt.
You know what? Did you know the issue like with the adaptation business is that like it's almost like at the end of the day monogamy will be extinct. but in the heads of the everybody would eventually want I want my person, but then your person have had Jack, Jill, and everything in between. So it's just like, it will not be as special as.
I mean, it can still be special because whatever connection I have with any person that I have, for as long as it's special to me. There's
aspects.
It's just some aspects of I'm learning something. It's special. It just depends on your definition of special. You know what I mean? What if you're looking for very specific things? It's going to be hard. You know. And if it's worth it for you, like go for it. I encourage everybody to go for what they want, what they desire. But I also encourage people to be open minded to different things. Cause even with poly, poly is not this taboo thing. It's been around. It's nothing new. This is nothing new under the sun. This is not a new way of
it's just
living.
More open, and we have the internet,
I'm
technology.
Sure, your grandparents they've had some level of. We don't speak, I'm not gonna speak to my children about my lifestyle. At least not now. I'm not gonna say when you were 5 and 6 and whatever. This is how I was living. Even if maybe I might go from this into a monogamous situation, but I think life is ebbs and flows, and there's different. You go through different things in different chapters and different phases. Right. And so this is just a phase right now.
Okay. All right. So the last one for the road. The last question for the road. All right.
I'll let you pick it up.
Okay. All right. So what societal changes are necessary? What societal changes are necessary for more people to experience peace, power, and prosperity?
What societal?
Yeah, that's a grand question, but
are necessary.
Yeah, because societal they have so many issues in society, but you can go as micro or macro as you want to.
Acceptance. Acceptance. Just accept what things are. Accept people. Because we have this thing about tolerate. No tolerate. Just accept what it is, and and I think that if we were more accepting, then we would, there would be more peace.
Acceptance, okay.
Yeah.
With a little bit of morals and standards and values.
Of course, yeah. I have all of those things, and I also have those things as well.
This is don't be throwing shade, bro.
I'm just saying I have those things. I'm just, I'm going through. This is my journey.
No, I love it. Like I told you, I love it for you. I mean, I have is you on the hot seat right now? I'm not on the hot seat, right? So that's why we have all your. So
good.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed the conversation. I really enjoyed seeing you vulnerable. Like I said, I wish you well with the journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I will be checking on you in between. Do you have anything to add to this session? Anything to tell the audience?
Check out my music. Check out my TikTok. Just check me out. I'm on Instagram at Ishmael Levi. On TikTok, you can find videos. I'll be posting content. I'm working on being a content creator.
Ooh.
Yeah. So TikTok Ishmael Levi. Instagram Ishmael Levi, Facebook Ishmael Levi, every platform Ishmael Levi, and you'll find me and you'll find the things that I'm working on, and I hope you enjoy.
Yeah. All right. So, so inside joke before I wrap up, lost long Mali. When he comes to my show, I always say this is, one of the Mali brothers. But no, thank you, Ish, so much for coming and showing some love. I really appreciate you, all right? And make sure y'all check him out. You will not regret it, all right? Peace and blessings to you all.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.